It is nice to see you again, friend. I find the accommodations in this city to be most pleasing. I can't help but imagine that Zer would have taken great delight in this place. I think of him often.
Hail.
What do you want?
Why must I suffer so? Greetings.
Sorrow and gloom.
I can do this. I really can. All I have to do is... Oh, who am I kidding? I can't do this. There is no way. Why did I ever think I could make it in the Fighters Guild? Trying to figure out my next move. I'm with the Fighters Guild. We were attacked. By Daedra. They captured my companions. Took them into that prison down there. I'm just a scout. I can't fight Daedra. But I bet you could. There was a portal. The Daedra used it, but it disappeared. Near as I can figure, the only way in now is to jump down into the water. If you're brave enough to take the leap, look for Scordo. Big orc fellow. He always knows what to do. What I wouldn't do to be in a nice, safe place. A tavern somewhere, maybe. Warm, pint of ale, some good company. Instead, I'm in Cold Harbor. If Molag Bal's minions don't kill me, Scordo surely will. The Daedra called it the Tower of Lies. I scouted around, looking for stairs or even some sort of secret entrance, but no such luck. The water looks pretty deep, though. Should be as safe as a walk in the park. Scordo knows everything and he's tough as nails. Captains Ilram and Darak may be in charge, but Scordo keeps our unit running smoothly. I suggest you talk to him before you do anything else down there. I assumed Molag Bal was trying to be funny. It's really just a deep pit, so the tower is a lie. Get it? A lie. No? Neither did I. But maybe there used to be a tower here once. That probably makes more sense. I'm a wood elf. I'm not a frontline soldier, if that's what you're getting at. If I have to fight, I prefer to do it from a distance. Anyway, jump off here and you should be fine. I really appreciate the help. There was a lot of yelling, fighting, movement. I'm smaller than a lot of the fighters, good at sticking to the shadows, so I hid. I'm not proud of it, but at least I can still help them. Or rather, I can get someone like you to help them.
Oh, pitiful me.
Did you really just leap down into this slime pit? You're either remarkably brave or really stupid. My guess? A little of both. Of course he did, the skinny weakling. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this mess. A Dremora mage runs the place. Clouds minds, breaks wills. I can't get my soldiers organized. Oh, the fat bastard Ogrims dragged away my friends. We joined the guild together. It ain't right them getting tortured by Ogrims. You rescue Sinfrey, Borgath, and Vikord. I'll find Overseer Aruz, and then you and me can deal with him permanently. Of course you do. Just make it quick. Me? Not much. No one pushes Scordo around. But the others? They chip away at rocks until they drop and get tormented by Ogrims. Some even have their souls yanked out. Turns them into empty husks. I wouldn't wish that fate on an elf. We tried, but... well, this place is strange. Most of us just gave up, lost our will to resist. Doesn't affect everyone the same way, but it does make it hard to organize. Maybe if you shake things up a bit, we can snap out of this. Maybe. What do I look like? The social committee? There's a bunch of prisoners down here from all over the place. There's even a Dremora. Probably pissed off Molag Bal. But I don't really know, and I don't really care. Well, she isn't a guard, but if she's a prisoner, the Ogrims certainly don't give her any grief. To tell the truth, I'm curious about her myself. I've noticed she's been watching you since you dropped in on this little party. Wasn't just me. A whole group of us got caught by the Daedra. We teleported into Cold Harbor to take the fight to Molag Bal, but that didn't work out so good. We're down here, our captains are upstairs, and we're all up to our necks in Ogrim dung.
I find your antics to be quite enticing, little mortal. It speaks. I suppose I should be impressed that one of your kind even dares to approach me. Pity. To think they'd miss out on this fascinating conversation. Oh, little mortal, you amuse me so. Surely you have more important things to do than waste time with me. Aren't there rocks that need to be chipped or bugs to be swatted? Perhaps you need to mutter to yourself and wander around in circles. Most of the guests here suffer from one or more such afflictions. If you linger long enough, perhaps you will adopt one of these distinctive quirks. Or perhaps not. I will continue to watch with interest to see what develops.
No one knows my pain.
I'm drinking mead. Well, I'm pretending to drink mead. But it tastes pretty good. Now I'm eating fried guar. Yum!
What is to become of me? Scordo sent you, didn't he? Thank Tall Papa. Let me just grab a weapon before I go to meet Scordo at the rendezvous. Maybe I'll take out an Ogrim or two on my way.
Scordo set up a rendezvous point in the north part of the pit. I'll see you there.
Your weariness and despair are my meat and drink.
Make it.
And I'm
Find your ancestors.
famished.
And know that the court will avenge you.
How did it go? Are my companions safe? Damn. Orgath was a good soldier, and a good friend. Thanks for helping the others, though. I've been watching for Overseer Oruz, but he hasn't come out of his chambers yet. We need to get his key. The key opens the passage to the next level. That's where they took Captain Isleram and Captain Arak. If there's a way out of this Ogrim dung pit, it's up there. Once you get the key, you need to head upstairs and find Captain Isleram. Hey, Oruz! Yeah! key. It's in that chest over there. I'll go back and check on the others. Meet me by the passage door.
Fear. Your beating shall commence shortly.
Find the captains and find out what's going on up there. Passage is right behind me. We'll catch up with you as soon as we can. The plan is to get you to the second level so you can find out what's going on up there. I refuse to believe the captains just gave up on us. We'll get some weapons, rally the troops, and follow you shortly. Find Captain Isleram. I know him. He's a good man. This place must have him confused, or something worse has happened to him. Either way, we need to know. I'm not big on speculating, but I'm certain that Blackheart Ifritz has something to do with it. Be careful around that one. Oh, and one more thing. If you see Gwelier again, kill him for me. It's his damn fault we ended up down here. He blundered into a Dremora patrol during a scouting mission. Led them right to us. That imbecile couldn't scout his way out of an empty crate. But we really need to find the captains now.
Good luck, friend. Save a few Ogrims for us. We'll meet you upstairs as soon as we can.
I'm still a little banged up, but we'll do our best to rally the troops and meet you upstairs.
Oh, why did we even come to this awful place? What were we thinking?
You are a curious creature. You don't really expect me to answer that, do you, little mortal? Needless to say, it amuses me to bide my time here and observe your plight. No need to concern yourself about my safety, though, for the lesser Daedra will not harm me. Oh, yes! Watching them has been very entertaining. They struggle in a web they cannot see, and it makes me laugh. You mortals. So easy to manipulate and so much fun to play with. No, little mortal, I am neither your jailer nor your tormentor. I am merely a disinterested observer who finds some tiny enjoyment in your predicament. Even if I cared to explain myself to you, I doubt that you would understand. The politics of Oblivion are much too convoluted for your primitive mortal mind to comprehend. I will not hinder you, dear mortal. Consider that to be help enough for now. Know this, however. The exit from this place is currently unavailable. I suspect...
Spies. There are spies everywhere, and assassins. Scordo, he could be one of Oroc's assassins. You could be one of her spies. Never trust an orc or a spy. Blessed Lecky, I just don't know who or what to believe anymore. This place is getting to me. To all of us. That's what any competent spy would say. Wouldn't hurt to prove you're not an illusion. Or a spy. Tell you what. My sword is back there with the Ogrims that attacked us. You get my sword for me and we'll talk. Meet me near Oroc's camp. place. It does things to your mind. Auroch's gone mad. Says I killed her second in command. She attacked us and ran off. Now she has her own camp to the west. She keeps sending spies and assassins to kill me. Before this place made her crazy, Auroch was a good friend. Now, I need to get Auroch back on board, or get her out of the way. Then I can get everyone out of here. I'll head over and talk. It's my sword, and my father's before me. I dropped it while fighting one of the Ogrims. If you aren't an illusion, you'll recover it for me. If you are an illusion, I figure you'll disappear and that will be the end of that. The Dremora dragged us down here and split us up. Easier to maintain control, I'm sure. I know the Dremora are using mind tricks against us, but the constant torment gets to you. It wears you down. Makes it hard to think straight.
The goodness you showed that old dark at Torinon. Divines bless and keep you.
Greetings.
Keep working. They won't torture you.
find your antics to be quite enticing, little mortal. Following you? An interesting notion. Perhaps you are the one following me. But enough with the pleasantries. I was checking something. You should run along now. The other mortals seem lost without you. My, your interrogation technique is withering. I feel I must reveal everything to you. Wait. No, I don't. The feeling has passed. Maybe it was simply...
No sudden moves now.
This place sure got to Captain Arak. Never seen anyone so paranoid before.
We're finally taking control of our own fates again. Long live the Fighters Guild!
I should want to fight this. Really, I should, but...
I am so ready to shake the dust of this place from my boots.
Stay out of the way of the Ogrims. They hit hard.
This place, it drives everyone mad. I guess you aren't an illusion after all. Scordo also vouched for your existence. He doesn't vouch for anything, so you must have really impressed him. I almost expected you to stab me with it, not hand it to me. Hard to trust anything in this place. But as you can see, we have a situation developing here. Arak can barely refrain from attacking us. We need to fix this now. Arak says she can't stop the voices without her helmet. She said the eyes have it. I think she means the Watchers. Maybe the helmet will calm her down. Thank you for doing this. Sinfei wanted to retrieve it herself. But to be honest, we're not at our best right now. None of us could...
Stay back! I'll cut you! I really will! It's the voices. They make me crazy. Always whispering to me, saying strange things. Voices. face. It does strange things to your mind.
How do I know you aren't just a distraction so Islerim can slip behind me and stab me in the back? Wait, this is my helm. So confused. But Islerim did kill my friend Ifriz. You killed Ifriz, Islerim. What else could there possibly be left to talk about?
Get a hold of yourself, Arak. Ifriz isn't one of ours. He's the bastard that runs this place. You're being manipulated. Here's our roster. You won't find Ifriz on it.
Let me see that. I'm sure I knew him. Didn't I?
We need to figure a way to get out of this tower of lies.
Who's that? Is that a Dremora?
I grow weary of this situation. It's time to put an end to Ifriz's interference. You need to kill Ifriz. I need him dead. It seems we have a common goal to discuss.
Help from a Dremora? Why doesn't that reassure me?
We share a common problem, little mortal. It only makes sense that we work together to solve it. Do either of us have any other options? Ifriz created the barrier that blocks the way out of this prison. Eliminate Ifriz and the barrier collapses. But you must find Ifriz if you are going to kill him. How sweet of you to ask. Ifriz hides behind illusions. I have removed them. He has something of mine. I want it back. Kill him and both our problems are solved. But hurry. He will soon discover his defenses are down and hide himself again. Ah, little mortal. I've already provided more help than you deserve. The rest, as they say, is up to you.
Malakath's bloody mace, I feel so much better. That unbearable cloud of fear and confusion has finally lifted. I figured. We started sending people through the portal as soon as the barrier collapsed. There's a city nearby. We saw it before we were captured. We're going to try to regroup there. Just making sure the stragglers get to the portal. By the way, you impress Scordo, which isn't an easy thing to do. Find him on the other side. He wants to talk to you. Take a look at the crystal we discovered. Islerim thinks it may be one of the lights of Meridia the Mages Guild told us about. If it is, it could be invaluable to our efforts here.
Kept your head and did very well, my friend. The Fighters Guild owes you a debt. Before you go, you should take that crystal over there. I'm no scholar, but I bet it's a light of Meridia. That's probably why Ifris kept it behind the barrier.
You helped us get out of that terrible place. I won't forget that. You could have just taken care of your own business in there and left us to our fate. But you didn't. I owe you. If that strange city over there has a tavern, the first drink's on me. And thanks.
Scordo, you're free. By Ifri, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
If you had half a brain in your head, you'd run and hide.
I'm really sorry, Scordo. I didn't mean to cause so much trouble.
You led an army of Daedra right toward us. You ignorant, scatterbrained, sorry excuse for a wood elf weakling!
I'll never do anything like that again. I promise.
Thanks again for your help. Now, excuse me while I go find that good-for-nothing wood elf and introduce his backside to my very large boot.
Hello there.
Hello.
Even though it was a trap, I wish I had had more time to explore the library. Imagine the treasures and knowledge I could have acquired. At least Kirith managed to grab a couple of books before we left. I can't wait to start reading them.
It's good to have Raynor back here with me. I don't know what I'd do without him. Just to see him examining maps and thinking up his next device, it makes me really appreciate how far we've come.
For all the years I've spent researching and looking into just how the Planes of Oblivion work, I still find myself astonished at every new discovery. That library, for instance, I've never experienced a spell quite like that before.
Oh, when I find that Stibbins, he will hear an earful from me. How dare he think he can just vanish and leave me all alone? He'll be punished severely for this. Quite severely.
You've caught me at a busy time.
The choice of decor was not my own, if that's what you're wondering. It would appear that the city had its own worshippers of death. I guess even Meridia did not know everything that went on under her very nose.
Hail.
Enchanting requires concentration and precision, but I'm just not feeling like myself today. And with good reason. Someone left a dead skeever on my doorstep. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was that Khajiit blade merchant. She has been acting rather strange since we got here. Well, she comes around and sniffs my hair, brushes her fur up against me. She even did this thing where she bumped her forehead against mine and purred. Strange things like that. What? No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? She's kind of cute, though. Sort of like a big kitten. Maybe I'll see if she wants to join me for dinner. As long as she doesn't bring me any more dead animals.
Hail. A familiar face.
What?
Despite the lack of ingredients I'm used to dealing with, this desolate place isn't half bad. Nothing out of the ordinary for a lost city in Cold Harbor, but I'm not one to engage in gossip. Perhaps you should try one of the other merchants, or maybe ask around in the tavern.
Go easy now.
Hail.
Why am I punished so?
Hello there. I'm almost sorry to be stuck inside these walls. I'd love to get out there and get into the thick of the battle. As more and more people fill the city, Things are constantly changing. I can't keep up with it all. It is an exciting time, though. I just wish the fate of the world didn't hang into balance.
To see everything so alive and full.
Hello there.
A secure vault makes for a confident heart. Come now, champion, don't lose faith. We certainly haven't lost our faith in you. Besides, the storing and protecting of one's possessions never goes out of fashion, no matter what's going on outside. A secure vault makes for a confident heart.
Greetings.
think you're tough? I've dealt with dozens that are tough.
It's great to hear the Mages Guild have a new refuge for study and contemplation. Scholars should have safe... The city has been empty for so... Why, this is...
Don't have many ingredients to work with here.
All sorts of things. What?
Hello again.
It's good to see you live. We didn't make it as far as Tamriel, but at least we're no longer trapped by Grexiv.
You need a drink.
Welcome to the Shining Star, my friend. There's a small number of us, and we've learned to work friendly, so...
This place is great.
Hello.
Hello.
I know that face.
If you're thinking of venturing outside the city, you'll need the toughest armor you can afford. Lucky for you, I have exactly what you need. Aren't we all? But I wanted to do my part. Help with the war effort. Get to see a Daedric realm. It's certainly very different from Eastmarch.
As soon as I can take a break, there's so much I want to search and explore. Very much so. Unfortunately, there isn't much time for research. For one thing, I need to keep my store open. The mages are counting on me for supplies. Have you looked outside? This place is crawling with Daedra. And not just the usual run-of-the-mill Daedra, oh no! The Daedra in this realm come in all kinds of terrifying shapes and sizes.
I love the feel of smooth planks and the smell of sawdust. Making beautiful, durable wooden weapons is a useful skill to have.
I prefer to fight from a distance. The longer, the better. So I'm quite content to hold up in this city for the duration of this engagement. What a silly question. That's like asking if I prefer food to water. Both are necessary to life as we know it. That said, I always get a little thrill when I see a mage cast a spell. It's so exciting.
My forge is your forge, friend. A portal. How did you get here? Because that's where the portal sent me. Aren't you listening?
Did you get hit in the head? Perhaps you should go over to the Mages Guild and see one of their healers.
If you need something, step right up. My work is in high demand right now. High demand. We're in hostile territory. About to engage in a war to end all wars. How do you think business is going? Let's just say that I hope there's a world left to enjoy my profits in when all this is over.
This ancient city is pretty impressive. Such dreadful creatures. I almost feel sorry for the poor things, but I heard that only the most evil people wind up in Cold Harbor, so I guess I shouldn't feel too sorry for them.
Urki's heart beats with 1,000. Urki's heart beats with 1,000 sorrows. But if you wish to purchase a sword, this one...
Wrong? Is a sky without moons wrong? Is a day without caramelized goat nibbles wrong? Oh, this one cannot stop thinking about the enchanting dark elf with the fragrant odor.
The world is coming to an end. What does it matter if Urki wants to run her claws through the enchanter's luxurious locks of hair?
How could she not? Didn't Urki follow all the appropriate courting steps? This one rubbed against the Dark Elf's shapely leg. This one performed the bump of the forehead. Urki even left a dead skeever to show how much she cares.
I'm a merchant by trade, but a warrior at heart. Of course, but I brought a little bit of home along with me. I filled my pocket with snow before we left. Here, let me show. Well, this is unfortunate.
Greetings.
What a spectacular day. I almost feel like singing. Really? Does it show? One of the soldiers in the Fighters Guild has asked to buy me a drink at the tavern. He's a Nord, but he doesn't seem anywhere near as loud or obnoxious as I was led to believe.
Yes? Greetings.
I wasn't sure what it would be like when I got here, but it isn't too bad. I might even be able to turn a profit. Mother Morrowind herself asked for volunteers. The effort in Cold Harbor needed support, she told us. It was all rather inspiring, and here I am. Remind me never to get this inspired again.
If the fight reaches these walls, I plan to be ready.
It's hard maintaining stock in a place like this, especially with such a high demand. But I still have a job to do. They said they needed merchants, but I really want to get out of this stall and go bloody a Daedric nose or two. Maybe I'll close up shop and volunteer with the Fighters Guild. Maybe.
Greetings.
My heart is heavy. Familiar face.
As soon as I can take a break, there's so much.
If you're thinking of venturing out.
Hail.
I can't thank you enough for freeing me.
Hello.
Took a bit of work, but we finally stabilized the portals. Our people aren't getting scattered hither and yon every time they travel to Cold Harbor anymore. At least, not as long as they're traveling to the Hollow City.
We keep meeting in the most interesting places. Now, if only we weren't always fighting for our lives, that would be something. Anyway, thank you for setting us free.
Thanks to you, we were able to perform the task we were sent here to do. We've opened stable portals to Nirn. Now we can get supplies and more forces into the Hollow City. I'd probably still be out there skulking about in scam form if not for you.
The city is coming along nicely, don't you think? I'm not sure if we would have made it this far if not for your help.
This one apologized for stabbing Julene. She didn't seem to accept it, though. This one thinks she's going to need time to forgive Mim. Mim hopes she knows that what Mim did was for her own good. To save her. This sounds strange, even to Mim, yes?
It feels good just to be able to sit by a warm fire and read again. It's been too long, really. If anything, it's a nice distraction. Takes my mind.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I'm glad Varnus made it. I was afraid we'd lost the old braggart. Varnus and I go way back. I'm not sure we could continue this mission without him.
We all knew we'd be fighting for our lives and the lives of the people of Nirn when we agreed to undertake this mission. I
am a long way from Ash Mountain and the warm climate of Stone Falls. But I have committed my time and talent to helping the Mages Guild here in Cold Harbor.
My job is to establish the Mages Guild Hall here in the Hollow City.
I will take it from here, my friend. We have many things to do before we can assault the planar vortex. Continue to build our forces. I promise we won't march against Molag Bal without you.
This talk of war. I thought we were done. We got Varnus back. Why can't we just go home?
I fear for the mages still lost in the wilds of Cold Harbor. A number of guild members have made it to the...
I find it rather inspiring to see the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild working together. It gives me... Why, just what you'd expect. In addition to providing portals and arcane knowledge, our mages can also unleash a storm of destruction spells. We need to gather our forces and end this. If we stand back... We expected it to be here, having studied the lore surrounding Cold Harbor and having read The Fall of Meridia's City. But I never expected it to be... Well, think about it.
Hello?
What is it?
Hail!
I've always enjoyed playing tribute by the candlelight.
I left my family back in Windhelm to come here. I hope I don't live to regret it. The legend says that Meridia herself pushed this city into Cold Harbor and placed spells around it to keep it safe from the Lord of Brutality. But maybe he just doesn't want to.